coming out to bat, and Sri Lanka have picked Kusal Pereira and Dasun Shanaka. They'll have someone else padded up. They go to someone like Chakravarti, or they go back to Arshdeep.
Well, I can see what's happening out there, so I can pretend to predict. But it seems like Arshdeep Singh was so impressive in the 19th over. Had India won the game in that first, I mean, normally the 19th over would have had a lot to do with it. It was a surprise. I'm sure a lot of people thinking, why not Patum Nisanka? The kind of form that he was in, maybe he's a little tired. Did virtually the whole innings. But the incumbent batter, Dasun Shanaka, comes out, and Kusal has come in to, I guess, just make it a little difficult with the left-hand, right-hand combination. In that tied match, the last match that these two teams played, against each other was a bilateral game. Sri Lanka in the super over just got 2 runs. And India won the game, so they will be hoping.
Now you feel like super over, you kind of need in that 12-13 range or above, just to put some pressure on the opposition, to make sure they have to find an early-ish boundary and give you an opportunity for a wicket.
This batting first a little difficult in the super over. Sri Lanka have to do it because they batted second in the main game. Comes a well, he's got a wicket. Rinku Singh takes a catch. So this is a good start for India.
Yes, batting first is a little more difficult because you're just not sure. You're not sure, and it's just sliced off the batter touch. Perfect field placement. He went wide, trying to take the power of the leg side away from Kusal Pereira. Big boundary on the offside. Rinku Singh on as a substitute. He's a very good fielder. And Kusal Pereira just last one delivery in
this Patum Nisanka. And here's the super over. Plenty happened there, just for 1 run.
They're looking for that reverse scoop. Toe into the pad. I wonder how close this would have been if Arshdeep had managed to right-foot it onto the stumps.
Just loving the body language of Arshdeep. He seems to enjoy this kind of challenge. Oh, the stumps would have been curtains for Sri Lanka. In fact, that is how he made his name, Simon. I remember Punjab Kings in the IPL when he was so impressive with his death overs. When he started playing for India, that we saw him good with the new ball too. So this is what he does best. They are making the right choice. Spin would have been too much of a gamble. Shanaka on strike. This is a brilliant so far from Arshdeep.
It really is superb. And Shanaka should know what Arshdeep's trying to do here though. So he's got to allow himself to open the blade and go maybe a point region or even fine of the third, the deep third that's in place. Open that blade up, get yourself across the off stump a little bit more. You should know what Arshdeep's trying to do. If Arshdeep then looks to go straight, you can just dink it round the corner.
What a crowd, what a game as well. Just playing deft touches is something that batters just feel the pressure of the situation. They're going to be wide. So India stuck with that tactic. And they're going to test Shanaka, whether he has the nerves to just use the pace of the bowler. At the moment, he's just trying to belt it down the pitch.
Well, India played 5 super overs in T20 cricket. And there was 2 in the one series against New Zealand in 2020. Had 1 tie, tied up after the super over. They beat Afghanistan and Sri Lanka in 2024 as well.
Oh, his message, he wants to run, great hit. Well done, Sanju Samson. It started with Arshdeep Singh bowling a beauty. He's been given out from the bowlers and umpire.
Well, that has been a superb super 4 deliveries from Arshdeep. There's a wide in there. I mean, I don't know what is going on here because he hasn't nicked it. It's gone nowhere. Dead eye.
We have a player's review for behind given out. I checked it. It's a fair delivery.
Was in the frame. Well, he raised his finger there, but we saw the bowler and umpire as well raise his finger. So they're actually trying to figure out which batter is out. There's something got the bowler and umpire to raise his finger. So there is something before that. Was it given out, caught behind, and is that being reviewed? So it's about which batter is out. It seemed like there was an outside edge, so Shanaka might just stay there.
Well, here's the thing. If it's been given out at the bowler's end,
Ball pass is very close to the bat. Can I have Altais? Keep rolling. Flat line, keep rolling.
Okay, now right at the far end of the game, a lot of no values coming into the game. Now clearly, if he's given him out behind the bowlers,
you need to change your decision out to not out.
So on review, the striker is not out, but the non-striker was clearly run out, but because it was reviewed at the time, is it a dead ball? And that's why the non-striker cannot be out.
Yes, spot on. It was been pretty good throughout the tournament, so not to be too harsh, but it was a pretty ordinary decision because he was nowhere near it. I'm not sure how the standing umpire at the bowler's end thought it was out caught behind. He hasn't hit the ground, there's nowhere near it. Sanju hasn't even appealed. He's not even bothered about the caught behind, and then he's given it out for some bizarre reason. So the game must continue.
And why was Arjdeep appealing towards the bowlers and umpire unless he also heard something? So in fact, because of that, maybe the umpire felt the pressure raising the finger because there was nothing there. But yeah, they're just trying to understand what's happened. Eventually they'll have to resign to the fact that no wicket was lost there.
Yeah, the first decision always stands. And when the first decision is out, that's dead ball. The ball is dead. When it's given out by the umpire at the bowler's end, whatever transpires after that does not matter. And that's what they're just trying to explain to Surya now.
Now that is another point to be debated, whether it should be a dead ball. A lot of people have asked me over the years. The umpire hasn't given a decision. Let the game sort of carry on. Let it run its course. And after that, maybe it can be, or the decision could be made. But sure, we'll get to hear a lot of that on social media, so we'll take all your views on this one. So this is what happened. Run out, brilliant from Samson, the bowler appealed. The umpire raises the finger here. He shouldn't have, because actually the square leg umpire had raised the finger before. This one. Fifth ball of the over. Slice it straight to the fielder. This time, Arjdeep is only clapping. Jitesh Sharma, I think, who's taken the catch, is the reserve keeper. And once again, it seems like Sri Lanka will get 2 runs in this super over. 1 ball to go.
It's not pushing. Oh, disappointment.
I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe they get a sense that one Hindu might bowl the 1 over. Might as well go and have a crack at it. This is what the captain is saying. There he is taking the cap off. But yes, Surya Kumar Yadav has come in. Hasn't been amongst the runs, but doing the right thing as captain, leading from the front. It looks very relaxed, and India not really worrying about the left-hand, right-hand combination.
Well, maybe they're superstitious as well, Sanjay, a little bit, because the tied game that Sri Lanka and India played, the last one, it was Surya Kumar Yadav who came out and opened the batting and hit the first ball for 4 when they were chasing 3.
Just amazing coincidences. Can you imagine the last game between these two teams was a tie? Super over. Sri Lanka batted first, got 2 runs, and same opening pair. Can you imagine? Shubman Gill hasn't played before this Asia Cup tournament. The T20 matches, it was Shreyas Iyer who was in the team. Shubman Gill has come in. So amazing coincidences. Let's see whether that happens too. Julie, whether the first ball gets hit for 4. I expect a field that's going to put all kinds of pressure on Surya Kumar Yadav, as I would expect. So now they've got 5 fielders for a dab, for a single, and they'll be right up to save the single. But if they look to play the big shot on the leg side, they've got 3 boundary riders. Nobody on the offside, 3 on the leg, 1 straight down at long off, and 5 fielders inside the circle.
You'd suggest that the field is set to bowl wrong-ins. Hasaranga have the wherewithal to maybe bowl a slow leg spin at the start.
Class of the man. Won't go all the way, but very calmly done. And that might just equal that 3 runs. India won. Wow. Look at Surya. How easily he's done it. Match that ended in a super over. And it was a super game as well, Julie.